What's up, everybody? It's James again, and it's been a while since I've showed you my game collection, and it has gotten a lot bigger. So I've picked up a lot of stuff since the last time I've did one of these videos, but instead of sitting you here showing you a bunch of commons and all that stuff that I've picked up, I decided to pick out some of the more unique stuff that I've picked up. It's pretty cool stuff. So anyway, welcome to this episode of Game Collect. First up on our list, I'm really happy to have this. I got a boxed Japanese Dreamcast broadband adapter, which, for those of you who are into Dreamcast stuff, this is quite an expensive item. It was actually gifted to me for free from a friend, which was really kind of him. It is complete, it has all the documentation inside of it, including the, broadband adapter itself. So yeah, super stoked to have this in the collection. I'm not sure how much I'll actually use it, because I don't play my Dreamcast online much. So maybe it'll come in handy for ripping discs or, whatever else I decided to try out in the future. So yeah, super happy to have a broadband adapter finally. Next up on our list is a random PC game. I don't really talk about the Nancy Drew game series, but I absolutely love the Nancy Drew games. They are a collection of many games in this series that are like kind of very point and click, kind of solve the mystery kind of games, but they're really fun. They have a lot of personality. So I was walking around a store nearby and I found a double pack of two Nancy Drew games. I've actually played Nancy Drew Shadow at the Water's Edge, but I haven't played Trail of the Twister, so I'm definitely going to give this, I'm going to check this out. So super happy to have this. The Nancy Drew games are very underrated. Totally recommend taking a look at them. Next up on our list is a very special one. I actually have two copies, but I'm just going to show one here. We have a brand new Dreamcast game. It's an indie release, Non-Casual Encounter, made by, some friends in Spain, Sega Saturno. And yeah, I'm super happy about this one because I actually worked on this game. So I'm really happy to have a copy of it. I have two copies actually. And yeah, I'll eventually do a video on this in the future. But yes, Non-Casual Encounter. There was only 100 of these physical copies made. I have two of them. One of them I'm keeping sealed for collection purposes. The other one is going to be the game that I play. Yeah, so to anyone who actually got a copy, congratulations. It's quite rare now. But yeah, it's super stoked to have it. It's so cool, like, that it exists, because I remember, going through the development build of this game and being really happy that it's being made. And now to see it finally done is super sweet. Next up on our list is a piece of hardware that I'm sure Adam Korlick will be very happy that I finally got, because he keeps telling me to get one. So I finally went and got an M Classic. It's not actually in the box because it's hooked up to my TV, but here's the box for it. So yeah, the M Classic's really cool. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's pretty much an HDMI cable or dongle that has a video processor chip in it, and it really cleans up signals for video game consoles really well. You could use it for anything that has an HDMI signal, but it shines really good with retro consoles. If you're interested in the M Classic, Adam Korlick has so many videos on it, and definitely recommend taking a look at those if you want to know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. Next up on our list is a reproduction of Proteus for the Super Nintendo. This is a full-on reproduction cart and reproduction case. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I bought it knowing it was a reproduction. The actual cart that's in here is actually the, I believe it's called the Deluxe Edition ROM hack. So it has a bunch of extra stuff in it, and that's super cool. Fucking love Proteus. I'm very much into the weird Japanese shmup. So Proteus and like Sexy Proteus, fucking awesome, dude. Next up in our list, we have Sentimental Graffiti for the Saturn. I bought it because, I don't know, I just like the name, Sentimental Graffiti. I just think that's kind of a cool title. So yeah, happy to have this in the collection. Next up in our list, we have the Rurouni Kenshin PSX game. I bought it because it was like $1. I don't know. There's really not much else to say about it. It's a pretty cool game. It's like kind of an RPG-ish game, so definitely check it out if you like Rurouni Kenshin. Next, we have a game that's very close to my heart, and that is... Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Lunar Silver Star Story for the Saturn. This is a beautiful game. Highly recommend it. I this game needs no introduction. Just go play it. The Lunar series is fantastic. Next up in our list, and if you've watched my previous couple of videos, you might have seen this game already in my collection, but here we have UQ Genzo Kyoku for the Saturn. This is a kind of interesting game. Just go look it up. And yeah, I was using this game to test my Saturn disk drives, and I only bought it because I don't know, I kind of like the art style on the cover there, and yeah, it was like $1, so why not, right? Next up in our list is a game that I have no idea how to pronounce the name of it. Exalgius? Something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's spelled Exalgiuse. Exalgiuse. I don't know. It's a PlayStation game. And it's from Japan. And it looked pretty cool, so I picked it up. So I also love the artwork on there. It has a very like 80s, 90s anime aesthetic to it. So I was like, oh, it's so good. So next up in our list is a Sega Saturn game that has quite the mouthful of a title, and that is Gakko no Kowai Uwasa Hanako San ga Kita for the Saturn. Yeah, it's an interactive movie game from Capcom. So yeah, and it was $5, and I absolutely love the cover art. There's kind of a theme with my collection where, like, if I like the way the artwork looks on the cover, I usually just pick it up if it's not too expensive. You know, sometimes you discover games you've never heard of when you do stuff like that, and it's worked out for me quite a bit. So, let's see. And next up in our list is a sealed copy of Blades of Time for the 360. This is a limited release, so when I got the opportunity to buy one, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It'll probably be hard to find one day, you know. So, aside from that, I don't have it next to me because it's, like, hooked up, but I bought a PS4 Pro, which I did get the 9.0 exploit running on, which is super cool. So, I'm currently busy configuring that and getting everything to work the way I want it to. It uses the USB exploit, but I'm currently working on a solution where I don't need to pull out and put in the USB, whether that's using, like, a rocker switch on a USB cable to, like, power on and off the USB stick by just hitting a button. Or even getting one with an IR sensor, so I can just take a remote from my TV and hit the button to turn the USB stick on. So I don't physically have to pull out and put in the USB stick. So that's kind of just over there. And then I've also got another Dreamcast console, and it came with a Akuma HDMI box, which was super cool. I got the HDMI box for free, which was super nice of the person who gave it to me. And that person also gave me his most of his entire Wii U collection, which is crazy. So shout out to my friend. I don't know if he wants to be named, so I'm not gonna name him. But he's moving, and he's like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I took a look at what he had, and I picked out what I wanted. And he gave me such an amazing deal on it. I'm like, oh my god, like. And this guy has done so much for me. Like, he gave me a free Xbox 360 that works perfectly fine. It was a slim model. He gave me a free HDMI Akuma box for the Dreamcast. He gave me a free Sega 32X. Like, this guy is like VIP when it comes to people I give deals to, because he's done so much for me. So I took him out for breakfast and gave him some cash, and this is what I bought from him. So, first and foremost, we have the Legend of Zelda. This is the Wii U gamepad, and then I have the Wii U next to me, which is just a standard black Wii U. And with that, so I pretty much only paid for the Wii U console. Everything else he gave to me just for the hell of it, because he just wanted to get rid of it. So we have the Wii U Pro controller. We have the 4-player GameCube adapter, which, if I understand correctly, it says Nintendo on it, so I believe this is the official Nintendo adapter, which is really cool. So yeah, just in case I decide to play Super Smash Bros. One day, which I don't really play Smash, but it's cool to have nonetheless. I mean, correction, I play Melee and the N64 original, but none after that. Let's see, so for the Wii U, he gave me a bunch of games, and I will go through what those games are. So, We have Monster Hunter Ultimate 3. Mind you, these are all complete and pretty much like mint condition. Super Mario 3D World. Wind Waker HD. Super Mario Maker. The Steam World Collection. Splatoon. I can never say that correctly. Splatoon? Yes. Let's see. The Wii U Super Smash Brothers. Wonderful 101, which is awesome. Love this game. We have Yoshi's Woolly World. We have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. New Super Mario Bros. U. And Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So yeah, that was really nice of him to give me all that stuff. And he also gave me some 360 games alongside that. And those 360 games are, we have Akai Katana, which is complete, super awesome to have. I can't believe I got this game for like next to nothing. That was really awesome of you, thank you. And of course, like, me and him spoke, like, he knows what he has and like the cost of everything. He just doesn't care. So, you know, I was just like, alright, man. Here we have a copy of Cubed, which I already have a copy of Cubed, but I never had the case for it, so now I have a case for it. Here we have Death Smiles, which is a shoot 'em up, and the final boss is amazing. Here we have Atomadeus Excellent, which I've never even seen a copy of this in person. I've played the game many times, but I've never actually seen a physical copy of it, so that's cool. And we have Spectral Force 3, which is a pretty interesting Atlas game. I've also never seen a copy of this in person before, so that was super cool to see. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show for today. My game collection grows constantly. I'm always adding stuff. But those are some of the highlights. Like, since my last video, I've easily added at least 600 games to the collection, something like that. So yeah, but instead of keeping you here for like an hour telling you about everything I've gotten, I figured I'd just get some of the more interesting stuff. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, I don't really have anything else more to say. So, you know, be well, and as always, thanks for watching.